a little different. I noticed it in the 5.0 list the other day on MTGO Goldfish, and I was wondering what the heck is this deck all about? It seems really odd. So it like took the blue cards from Teamer and like replaced them with some Hellions and some Gods? I want to say it seems strange to me. But I'm pretty excited to actually try to play a deck with 28 creatures because on our last episode we couldn't draw a creature to save our lives. So this should be at least different. Should be at least different. And we're right into the game real fast. I mean, what a bunch of dice rolls I feel. Oh, we lost a dice roll. This hand is the slowest hand I've ever saw, and I'm going to keep it. Just realized that my house is literal freezing. Just like literally, literal freezing. No, Robbie gets mad when I say the word literally too much. So I'm going to say it some more. Literally, literally. Yeah, well, we have stuff, and our opponent played an island. Gotta assume that's bad. Gotta assume that feels like it's going to be fine post-board, though, or if we get a little bit better draw some game. Don't censor me, bro, with your mismatched lands. Have some class. That is not class. That is just rude. Rude AF fam. A rivulet? A little different. Don't you do it. Don't you counterspell this guy. No, he did it. Hieroglyphic Illumination. Big fan. What do we got? We only got 21 land deck, so we're probably not likely. Oh, no, never mind. We're very likely to draw land. Just very likely to draw land. Would you like to counterspell this one? You denied it. Go ahead and play the hub. I'm not really that worried or concerned about hiding one mountain. I don't really know why I'm playing the hub either. It doesn't do much. Another hieroglyphic. Hieroglyphic's better versus aggro decks, but worse versus Glimmer versus most of the field. I toyed with a build that had 2 and 2. I actually do kind of like this card pretty good. Uh-oh. Lucy, we got a problem here. Oh, cool, another land. Technically we have 25 lands if I'm counting that as lands. Still, 7 in the top 14 cards is a lot. Get him. Cool, so they can flip Azcanta this turn if they want. Which means they can play an approach this turn if they want. I don't think I have the luxury of playing around a mass removal spell. I feel like I'm just going to die if I do. They got rid of the cast out, so that means they have something. Somewhere over the rainbow. I guess we want them to play approach. That's not approach. Yeah, well, you cost more mana, so we'll play you. This deck needs some oases in it, I think. I only have one card, so I guess that's something. Unless it's, you know, the card that crushes us. I think they probably should have used Search Fast Canta on that turn. They still would have had enough mana to do that if they wanted. Ah, well, if they brick their top 9 cards. Sorry, top 10 cards. Then we got them. You just have to miss in your top 10 cards, friend. Farm to market as well. Oh, they did not miss in their top 10 cards. Could draw another Hylian, and then like we at least beat this card. JK. Ah, boo. Maybe they'll take 4 so they can use Azcanta. Maybe they won't bother. Who knows? Nope. Countervailing Winds as well? Is this kind of like a weird Drakehaven list? Or not even... Maybe just a Drakehaven list this worked Essence Scatter in? Interesting. Well, maybe if they brick in their top 10 cards again. So, they... cycled twice. Oh, it is a Drakehaven list. Well, they need 2 cyclers, or we can beat Drakehaven with what we have. I wonder what our sideboard is for the Drakehaven build. So nothing. So we can bring in these and these. So they played a cycler. It is super odd. But we drew Hazoret, so I guess it doesn't matter. So we have to have something to stop the Voltaic here. Sure. And it looks like they're conceding because it's not letting me press... Oh, okay. It's not letting me press the land. Alright, so this is definitely something that we can play versus them. It's actually pretty good. Feel like this card's pretty good versus them. Do so, draw a card. Kinda want this card. I don't think this card's particularly good, but this is probably our best way to beat cats if they're playing them. Let's see, they showed us Cast Out and At Least Farms. So maybe these? What cards don't we want? Well, we definitely don't want any removal. I don't think we want this card. I think we want it more than Harness Lightning, but I don't think we want it. It's good versus Abandoned Sarcophagus and Torrential Gearhulk, but that's probably about it. We could just cut these and bring in all the Blossoming defenses, but that seems a bit much. Definitely don't think I want them all. Maybe I want one or two just to try to get you value. So we're going to have like one of these in randomly. That seems real bad. Alright. On the play, maybe I bring those back in. Who knows? But for now, boom. Still have 5 different ways to kill a cat. So like we still have a bunch of ways to kill a cat. That's pretty important. We have 6 if we ever flip this, but I don't expect to flip it real often. I guess I should turn down the sounds. Somebody always asks me to turn down the sounds, and I never remember to. Again, I can't hear the sounds. Oh wow, we do have these. Nice. Alright, we'll keep this hand. We got a really powerful 2-drop. They have an extra desert in their deck too. Their list is very different than what I would refer to as a traditional list. Man, it's so cold in my house. So we know they have Essence Scatter and Sensors, and since they have both of them, there's no chance I'm playing around Sensor, and I'm just going to play our biggest threat. And hope they can't stop it. Oh well. But they have Essence Scatters too. Hey JJ, what is up, man? Hope you're having a good time home. Early Drakes are very hard to beat with these decks, especially since we have 0 ways to remove them in our entire deck. We do have some things that have like trample and give trample though, so like I won't say it's over. I'll just say it's obviously not looking great for us. Yeah, but early Drakes are one of the hardest things for us to beat. Wow, you're gonna freeze to death. We have 1,000 lands again, by the way. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. 13-week job of pure tundra. Pure, unadulterated tundra. So we kind of like drew 8 lands again in our 21 land, 28 creature deck. We have more creatures than lands. I've only ever played Mono White Vampires one time, and I struggled versus Team Energy with it. I've been told it's actually good versus Team Energy, so like my sample size is small, but I definitely struggled really hard with it. Man, I don't know what I would do in that type of temperature. I would literally freeze to death. It's probably like 30 here and I'm still freezing. Jesus. Skyship wouldn't be a bad draw. That's not a good draw, but I'm probably going to play it anyway. Feel like we're pretty far behind, so gonna go ahead and offer this trade. I probably should have went ahead and offered it last turn. I'm not really not concerned if they block it there because I'm pretty fearful of them just having a, what do you call it? Just having like a Wrath of God or something anyway. So I don't expect these cards to, you know, live forever. Thank you so much for the auto host. Man, it's like 14 degrees on my way home last night, and I was just literally shaking in my boots. So there's a kitty cat. So now we really would like to draw that sky ship. That's a blossoming defense. It might do something, depending upon how they blocking things. Either way, they get to gain quite a bit of life here, though. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically keep this alive, I think. No, I can't keep it alive. My guy only does 7, so. So that kills that. That kills the next thing. I think this works, but honestly, I'm not that great with triggers, so maybe it doesn't work. I guess it doesn't work. Sucks to be me. I'm bad at magic. I think you have to have trample for that to work or something. Or death touch, maybe. So I wasted 2 energy that I shouldn't have wasted. Kind of wanted to spend my energy, though, because I was kind of wanting to get him with a Blossom. Yeah, I was kind of wanting him to do something like that. But yeah, that was a bad play. I should have 2 more energy right now to be able to protect this from the next spell. Could be a pretty big, could be a pretty costly thing. Certainly going to be pretty costly if I keep drawing lands. Again, we have more land or creatures than lands in our deck, so. Oh, I gotta sneeze so bad. So he's tapping 5 for another cat. Yep, probably not beating another cat. I guess they trade for 2 things then. Can't keep it alive. It wasn't worth it to use the Oasis, because if I just used the Oasis, all he has to do is block it with 1 cat. Maybe it's worth using it, because then on the next turn I have an actual good attack. But I still don't have a good attack. My thing only has 5 power. At best. Assuming that means he has a Drake. Oh, right on time. Right on time, Skyship. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have a Drake. Okay, he did have a Drake. Cool. I get to kill the Drake now instead. Excuse me. And a cast out. Rip. It didn't attack that time, which is kind of odd. Alright, gain your life. Never mind. Don't gain your life. It's really odd that he didn't attack now. I think he just forgot. Why is he milling himself? Does he not know how this works? I don't think he knows how that works. It's okay. We drew another land. So we have 11 more in our deck. We can only draw 11 more. Would you like to rivulet yourself again? He would. He would like to rivulet himself again. Ah, okay. Fair. He's got multiple farmer markets. I guess it's worth it then. Why didn't he use one though? I guess he hit something that he can cycle? I don't know. Don't think we could win now that he has double of these in his graveyard. I think that's too much. Must have a counterspell in his hand. Let's see more of his deck though, so like we're not going to scoop yet. Actually, I'm not worried about his deck. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it. Move on to the next game. It's just too many Drakes with just those. Maybe I want a few more ways to kill cats. Guess this is probably the best way we have to kill cats. So blossoming defenses just aren't that great. So I have 28 creatures, 30 if you can count the Sky Sovereigns. We'll play first. I guess I'll keep it. It's not great, but it has a turn 2 Long Tusk Cub, and that's pretty much the best thing we can have versus a deck like his. We obviously need to hit some kind of energy at some point. Yeah, this deck 5-0'd. I don't know how good it is, but I wanted to try it because I like drawing creatures, and I've not been drawing a lot of creatures lately. Alright. So, go ahead and yield to that. It seemed interesting, though. I'm kind of shocked it doesn't even have Planeswalkers in the sideboard. Cool. Don't think that card's particularly good versus me. It's not a card I would ever sideboard in this match, but whatever. I think maybe, I guess I would. He saw Hazoret, Hylian, and Glorybringer, so it's worth it probably. Land? So we massively flood the first 2 games and we don't draw lands for the 3rd game. That's the story of our lives. Might as well play around Sensor then, since we don't really have anything we can play. He's got a scatter, he's got a scatter. Just need to roll off a couple lands now. Yep. Another card that we can't cast. Fun times. We'll go ahead and play the Lone Tusk Cub. I don't care if he counterspells it, and we've already saw that he has like Pharma Markets and a bunch of cast outs and stuff, so like there's a good chance one of the creatures we haven't played dies next turn anyway. And if he has like a Settled Wreckage or something, I'm not that worried about that either, as all of our things, it would provide us a lot of red mana, and we'd actually get to start doing our stuff. Probably won't attack with them all, though. Not sure. Just attack with the 2, I guess. Play a little bit around Settle. Cool. I assume he's going to counterspell most of our spells from here on out. Especially when he doesn't play a land. Or it's going to be like cats or something. Key to the City is a good one, I guess. I think we're probably going to want to play this card next turn. So I think I may only play a Hylian this turn. I don't want this to get counterspelled. Feels like the important card to me at this point. Cool. Cat. Opponent's playing 5 drops before us, even though he let us tutor for 2 lands. I guess we'll just attack with both to see what happens. He doesn't have particularly good blocks, so. Fine with that. So now we have an option. Play the Blasting Cannon, we can play the Hylian and a Brawler, we can play the Hazoret. I think I like the Blasting Cannon because there's a chance we can flip it next turn. I think I like it the most. My Hylian comes into play tap because of the 40. Hopefully he doesn't have another cast out, so that's 2 cast outs in the top 15. Well, that's disappointing. Well, hopefully he doesn't have another event. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Hazoret now. I guess I have to play this one. Just so we can keep this alive a turn. This card right here has actually been very, very good versus us. And there's a Drakehaven. Well, that's bad. On a positive note, though, he can't settle this turn, so we can attack with this if we want. I think I want to go ahead and try to get this on the table. Guess I'm going to play the one of Trample. It's a little bit better than the other one in general. He doesn't have to have a Wrath of God, right? So he doesn't have a great block here. Like he can prevent 4. That's about it. I guess he prevents 6 because he had that discard. Sure would have been nice to have another land before turn 5. So either way here, he still goes down to 15, but 15's a long way away from dead. Especially when he has both this and this on the table. He's down to my 9 minutes. Maybe I should have made him kill me game 1. Does he draw another cat? So in a 40, 2 cast outs, 2 cats, and a Drakehaven? Okay, not a cat. Thank God. Alright, well, we're certainly going to draw a card here. A Hydra. That thing. So we go ahead and play the Hydra. Don't care about you. Don't care about you. Feel like we need like rampaging, improvised rampage or whatever in our sideboard. Feels like it'd be something that'd be good in this deck. Back to 14 they go. Still have 5 cards in his hand. That is a sick amount of cards. Go ahead and draw. Take Brawler and a land. Yeah, thank you, Aggro Fiend. I'm from Eastern Kentucky. I'm not gonna let him settle both of these. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess there's no reason to even do that yet. Just attack with this and see if he makes a Drake. If he makes a Drake, then we'll make it unblockable. If he doesn't make a Drake, we're going to keep it to discard to the Hazoret. Very likely using Key to the City this turn regardless, but... Or is it irregardless? I mean, okay. I'll pay the energy. Do you have a second? You do not have a second. He just wants to play 2 Drakes next turn, I guess? Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, I'm a big hillbilly. Born and bred. I think I'm actually going to cast this thing. I know it gives him a life. Oh, I shouldn't, but it gives me energy for this. Right, sweet. Doesn't give him a life. Well, not giving him a life's nice. And he has a Drake too. Opponents made a couple interesting choices this game, I guess. Yeah, I don't even. Everybody around here talks like this, so I don't even hear the accent. So I guess he's gonna cast out this, maybe? I'm not sure. I feel like the Key to the City is my best card right now, but it's hard for him to beat the Hazoret too. Alright, well. There you go. That might not have been the right play, because now he can farm away the Bristling Hydra. And or block it. That being said, since we drew another Hazoret, I'm pretty sure I'm just attacking for 5 again. If he has a farm, he has a farm. If he has, if he just blocks it, that's even better. He's going to double block it? That's even better. And imagine if this thing was instant speed. Could make it unblockable and just put him at 2. I don't think putting him at 2 is good enough. I think I'd rather just have the Hazoret than putting him at 2. If we'd had one more energy, we could have done different things, I guess. So he's at 8. We technically have an 8-point attack in play. I think most people around here you can understand pretty good. They have an 8-point attack in play, like they have to do something. They make Drakes, they're just dead. Well, I guess that's not true. They're not just dead. There is Renewed Fates in their deck, right? So making Drakes, they're not just dead. They made 1. They made 1, I guess I'm not attacking? Huh. I guess I'm just not attacking then. Kinda want to use this? Or they draw an Abandoned Sarcophagus? But that's probably wrong. I think it's worth it. I'm not going to go for the kill. I'm going to try to win with Hazoret. What sucks about not going for the kill with the Hazoret here is like, every turn that I don't go for the kill, they just accrue more and more value. So like, maybe I was lethal that turn, but if I lose the Hazoret, I definitely lose, and we know they've already gone through 3 cast outs. Shuffling a cast out back in their deck was probably wrong of me as well. like we're going to be a turn too slow at best here. So just pass again. I think we would have won if we'd made our opponent actually play out the game that they won. So I'm obviously getting Saudi. I probably should have just went for the kill. Like I said, this isn't getting any better for us. This is just getting worse and worse. Definitely feel like I punted by not going for the kill 2 turns ago. Because, like, we're forced to try it anyway. And now we're just going to die. So, I think our opponent wins, but I think I played really bad, and we certainly knew that I drew miserably. This will just keep it. And we'll scoop when our opponent has something here. We're even one shy off just being renewed fate. Yeah, I don't know if our play mistakes would have affected anything. Certainly no not having 2 lands, or only having 2 lands before turn 5. Is obviously what killed us, but maybe could have won the game anyway. Maybe I should have just went for it the 1 turn. I don't think he would have bluffed, because he kept making a lot of other questionable plays, so I definitely don't think it was a bluff at all. Maybe there was a different turn where I could have got damage through. Maybe instead of playing like the Vance's cannon, I should have played 2 creatures instead of trying to be greedy and flip the cannon. If the cannon flips, though, we just win. He'd already used 1 cast out. We'll play first. Lands and creatures, please. That's not lands and creatures. That's not really lands and creatures either. Oh, put that on bottom. Doesn't really matter where we put it. We're shuffling our library anyway. And looks like we're versus probably Teamer. Really feel like this deck just doesn't beat Teamer. But it's one of the things that I was interested in finding out. Any of our 12 2-drops, please? Or we could just set in our upkeep. Setting in my upkeep is our favorite thing. Cool. Another land. Again, 28 creatures, 25 lands if you include... That's if you include the tunes. So, drawing double and triple the lands as creatures is not going to win games. Drawing that land gives us 0 chance to attack with this Hazard on turn 4 as well, which was the main reason we kept this hand. Button. That's another land. Exactly what we want. The opponent had a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. We played in a tune and drew a lot of lands. We definitely have a better curve than that deck. Third land. So that means Hazard's probably not going to get the attack on turn 6 either. He may on turn 6, as long as we draw. I don't know. He's just not attacking on turn 6, is he? Oh, cool, and they got a coup, because they tapped double blue. Alright, next game. So I feel like this is pretty good versus them. I feel like this is pretty good versus them. Kind of feel like these are okay. This is probably good for playing Scarab, probably bad if they're not. I have no idea whether they are or not. I'm just going to cut some Hellions. I don't think Hellions does a whole lot versus a Whirler Virtuoso deck anyway, so I'll bring in another random removal spell. Still have 24 creatures. Like 26 if you count these. Do 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 do. We will play first. I'll keep it. It's really, really bad, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Because it's the first hand that we've had, really, that has both lands and spells. This is kind of probably more of a tilt keep than a correct keep. Especially considering we don't have enough lands to play any of our spells, and our spells are too slow to be good. Oh, and they had the black spell, so we probably need to struggle and survive back. Lesson learned. Well, they didn't play a 2-drop, which means goodbye, servant. You're dead. You're dead, servant. Oh wow, you're not dead, servant. Happy days. Happy days. Feel like they're dancing like there's no tomorrow right now. You don't even know how much I'm dancing. I'm a dancing queen. Got little buddy. That's kind of cool. This card's still sweet. Pretty decent art, too. The art in this game, except I don't like any of the gods, but the art on most cards have seemed like they've gone way up over the years. Uh-oh, you ain't long for this world. I'm gonna play the Hazard, I think, and save the Glorybringer for potentially an extra trigger. Interesting. Do I attack with the Servant, or do I not give a crap? I think I attack with it. Our opponent's not playing spells this game, so like we're kind of running away with it at the moment. ATM at the moment, running away. I guess this is another confiscation coup? Sure. Doesn't do a lot. Guess I'm going to play this one. Lightning Helix this for 0. I'm going to attack for 9, and unless he gets rid of the Hazard, we kill him during our upkeep. Or well, during our draw step. The only things that he has that really stops the Hazard is another confiscation coup, and in which case he dies to the Glorybringer. Plus the Hazard and, well, just the Glorybringer, but we have another Hazard in our hand too, so. So he has double confiscation coup. He still just doesn't beat, I guess he could have Chandra's defeat. He still just doesn't beat the Hazard in hand though. Even if he has those things, he doesn't beat this Hazard. Auto Hazard. Double confiscation coup. That's kind of scary. So he showed us the black cards we definitely won't struggle and survive then. Probably want to struggle and survive over a Braid anyway. That was probably just like a huge mistake. So I gotta discard 2 more cards? I want every card we have. I wonder if it's just Greenbelt Rampager. Doesn't seem particularly good in this match, does it? Ah, we have some life. You're saying there's a chance. So gotta get positive. Clap. Well, come on, deck. That's just not lands again. Alright, again, we'll keep it. I think I have to keep that too, based on the fact that we have multiple 5-drops in our hand already. I like how I just drew that Attune, and I instantly got annoyed. Because for some reason I'd forgot I'd put it on top of my deck and I'd already registered 2 in my hand. So like I thought I had 2 lands, 2 Attunes. I was like, great, an Attune for the first draw step. Wonderful. I was like slow clapping in the back of my head. But it's okay. It's alright. We're gonna do a party tonight. So when he saw, he's got an island that we've not saw. Offer him to trade. Maybe not offer him to trade. Grab us another mountain. Let's start with it. See what kind of block he makes. Guess he's just going to take it then? I don't want to kill this thing. Kind of afraid to kill that thing. I'm afraid of what monster we may see if we do. Guess I'll take 2 damage. Pretty sure I'm killing the Whirler Virtuoso no matter what, so taking 2 damage feels kind of bad. Oh cool, we made a token. Which means I can attack with the dude again. Like, they kind of trade even if he blocks. If he doesn't block, I'm not getting real far behind. Alright. Fine with trading my 2-drop for your 4, and I'm dealing a point of damage. So I guess he probably has Confiscation Coups and or Scarabs. If he has a Scarab, though, we can always draw one of our 4 struggles. Struggle and survives. Kill it and shuffle it away or whatever. That's a pretty good one. Take the 4, I guess. I think I'd rather play the Sky Ship because it can block this. I don't really care if he kills the Sky Ship. Also stops me from taking damage from that. It's a 2-turn clock to do it like this as well. I mean, he's going to have something that interrupts it somehow, but it's a 2-turn clock if he doesn't. I guess I would let him trade again. Yeah. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Untap land would be pretty decent here. Untap land? 1 time. Or just a land. It doesn't have to be untapped. Just give us something that lets us attack with this Hazoret. Thank you. Really wanted to attack with the Hazoret this turn. Pretty happy that we get what we want. Opponent has 2 cards in hand, one of them still an island. Down to 6. All we have to do is survive with this in play until our next, not this upkeep, but the following. Again, he still has an island in hand, so we only have to worry about 1 card. And they conceded, so that must mean both of their cards was bad. Wow, well, we beat Teamer Energy. Hey, JW34. What's up? Do you know my name's actually JW as well? Well, Jason W, if you want to include my last name. Alright, we won a match. I'm excited. I feel like we should have won round 1 and lost round 2. It's kind of odd. I think the one of Braid in our main deck seemed kind of odd too. I assume it's not. But we're just trying to find out. It's got 28 creatures, so I guess it's a lot more aggressive. But I assume it is not better. Sure, I'll keep this hand. Bound to find a red source at some point. But yeah, I just assumed this deck is not better. Hey, our opponent is 3-1. We're trying to stop him from a decent prize. We've played 2 matches with it so far. I felt like we ran pretty hot versus Teamer and narrowly beat it. And I felt like we ran very code versus Drakehaven and narrowly lost to it. And I might have actually punted versus Drakehaven. I'm not sure. Could have been poor play that lost the game versus Drakehaven. I know we didn't have our 3rd land until turn 5 in that match, and it's real hard to win under those circumstances. It's just real hard to win like that. Opponent didn't play a removal spell on our cub, and that feels good. Opponent played a removal spell now on our cub, and that feels a lot less good. Not drawing the land feels pretty bad too. Please don't kill this one. He's our favorite cub, because he is our only cub that's left. Alright, you can do it. Mountain! That's not a mountain. That's not a mountain at all. Alright, I guess we're passing. I guess we're just losing this game pretty badly. The draws have been really inconsistent. We either draw a million lands or we draw none. Yeah, I feel like this deck should probably just be Teamer, but like, I'm willing to try anything, and it did put up a 5-0 result the other day in a competitive league, so I'm willing to try it. I'll try anything. But again, we've only played 2 matches so far, and it's felt like we've drawn, well, other than the last game, it's felt like we've drawn either all lands or no lands every game. Oh, wow. Opponent's got a lot of creatures. I don't like opponent having a lot of creatures. Oh, we now have a lot of removal spells. Is that good enough? Probably not. Yeah. Don't think I'm casting the Hylian. Alright. I guess I want to kill this one first. Does the same amount of damage as this one. Okay, I'll kill this one then. Still just taking like a lot of damage. He's already got 3 deserts in play, so I'm not sure how we come back from this. Wow, 3 deserts and another creature? Alright, so we can just pick up our cards now. Yeah, it looks like we can just pick up our cards now. Guess I could have traded this for this. I'd be at 11 if I'd made that trade. Still taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wasn't winning either way. Alright, well that was a quick and easy game. So, I probably want every removal spell in our deck. Struggle and Survive's not great, but they're good versus Glorybringer and they're good versus Cropper, I guess? Maybe. I don't know. What do we have in our deck? Kind of just want to cut the Glory Bringers and the Hillians. Because, like, I really, really hate red spells versus Chandra's defeat decks. Kind of don't like the Ronuses either. I feel like the Ronuses will win more, but, like, a Ronus plus a Bristling Hydra certainly blocks the way. I've not drawn a Ronus yet. I just realized that. I'm certainly going to get rid of this thing. Thinking about getting rid of the Hazard as well. Probably not playing all 4 of these. I've saw people take out Servants in matches like this, but I'm fine with Servants. Like, it's still just a 2-2, right? Pretty sure I don't want the Glory Bringers or the Hillians. Like, I'm pretty down on red cards in these matches in general. I don't think I want every struggle to survive either. I think some of them are okay, but I don't think I want all of them. I mean, we already have 4, 7, 11 removal spells. That seems like a lot. Might not want any of these. Yeah, I'm gonna keep some of them. 20 creatures feels like too few. Eh. Don't mind the Brawler even though it's a red spell because like all the Lightning Helixes and all the Shocks and crap killed a Brawler anyway. So the fact that he can kill it with a Chandra doesn't really bother me, or Chandra's defeat. Hey. I'll try it. This hand seems okay, I guess. I feel like this card is just really strong. Yeah. If you ever draw another creature, and the other creature lives. In other words, it's probably not that strong. I could play you and just be out of green mana. I think I'm fine with that. Oh, that doesn't even work, does it? I just get my 1 green mana back. Guess I'm killing that. Eh. Can't kill it right now, though, because if they have a burn spell in my head, I just waste my Magma Spray. Fine. They want to use a burn spell to save it, I don't care. Could have used an Abrade there, but since he didn't play a 2-drop, I feel like he's just going to have a bunch of those other type of spells. Let's go ahead and play this too. Be highly disappointed here in a second when it dies. Cool. Double shock. Alright. Promise we get to play spells at some point. Maybe. I often lie when I make promises. Oh, it's a Chandra, so we just kind of lose now? Not sure if we can win anymore. Guess I should have just used an Abrade or something on that earlier. If I had, I could at least play a creature that turn. So I don't even have any way to really pressure this before the game's over. Oh, well, the game's just over. Right on time. Can't imagine that does anything to help our prospects. Oh, I guess every single card in his hand could be a land. Spoiler, it wasn't. Oh, we're just dead on board. Alright. Well, we got smashed. Wasn't close to close. Either game. Thought our opening hand seemed fine. I'm pretty sure I'd keep that hand again. Yeah, definitely probably keep that hand again. Round 3, fight. Or, is this round 4? This is round 4, right? Yeah, it's round 4. Alright, we'll play first. This hand's fine. Drew 2 of our 5 removal spells. I don't hate that. Actually really like removal spells in this format. I think having at least one removal spell in your opening hand is more valuable in this format than most formats I've played. Just a green desert? Wonder what that means. Probably like some kind of 5-color ramp or 4-color ramp or Jund ramp or something. Or maybe it's just mono green attack you a lot. If I see a if I see a servant, I kill a servant. Might have just played the Hydra if I had an actual full 4 lands, but we did not. Rip. Probably kill that too and just played a Long Tusk Cub. That card does things. Go ahead and use my removal spell now because I am kind of afraid of Blossoming Defense from a mono green deck. Not actually sure if I want to play this or this. I guess I want to start attacking if I can, so I'd rather play this. I like how our 2 mana removal spell killed his 3/4 and our 3 mana removal spell currently does not. It's just kind of odd. JK, it does now. Still just playing this. Think I'll go ahead and play this. Don't want to trade that for a blossoming defense. Can do better. Oh, Verdus Gearhulk? That's not good. That's what I refer to as we're about to have a problem. A 4/5, a 4/4, and a dude. There's a 5th mana. How do I kill everything? I just don't, do I? We're just playing defense still? He still has 2 cards in his hand. I think we have pretty good blocks though, and we have a struggle. Oh, Ronus. Alright. Well, we're dead. Alright, maybe we're not dead, but we're certainly not feeling strong. We have a Ronus in our deck somewhere. That's not it. Doesn't do anything. Where's like our glory bringers and stuff at? He's only played 2 creatures so far that our Sky Sovereign's even good versus. Our opponent has 22 points of power. I guess I'll kill this one. It's about all I can kill, ain't it? Could have let him see if he was going to attack first, I guess. And look at the opponent's board. It's insane. That doesn't do anything. Red Rover, what in the world could we draw? I don't think we can draw anything. Pretty sure he can just attack with the Ronus and like 1 dude every turn. Or just 1 dude if he wants. Or just Ronus. Long story short, without drawing our Ronus, I don't think we can do anything. Drawing a Braid for the Gearhulk, maybe? That's not a Braid. Does that give them +2/+2 and trample? That does give them +2/+2 and trample. Oh god. It's getting worse. Is this sad that I'm probably not going to exert with this? I think one of our only outs right now might be just draw multiple Glory Bringers and attack over multiple turns. I don't think it's worth it just to kill this thing. Maybe I'm supposed to exert. Just don't think I'm beating the board. I'm hoping there's like some way I can limp into the finish where if I draw like a Glory Bringer on the next turn as well. I don't think I can though. I think I'm pretty sure if he just ever decides to like start attacking with a bunch of things, I'm dead. Why do you tap this for mana? Why? Do they untap? Or am I dead on board or something? I don't get that. Why would you not, why would you not tap the force first? They gave something trample and I have no idea what it was. Had to be this thing, right? Wait. So he's attacking with this thing finally. Nope, he changed his mind. It's kind of awkward, but puts him at 7. Well, Inferior Glorybringer's lethal. Just have to not die. Not dying's real hard right now. I don't know if I can not die. Sure. 13, 26, 36, 38. So the opponent has 38 points of damage? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't survive that. This takes 3 mana, right? Alright, so 38 points of damage. So the only things with trample are 6, 10. Oh, you're the biggest non-trampler. You're the second biggest non-trampler. Oh shit, you're bigger. My bad. I'm pretty sure I can just block you here. If you had a creature, you would have played it, right? So what is that? That kills me. Am I just alive if I block like this? To give you 3, you live but you die. So I can't save both cubs no matter what. Well, that's not true. I guess I can save both cubs if I do this. Give you 3 and you 1. Okay. Best I can do. Wait, why are you making that one bigger? Maybe I don't understand what's going on here. Do all of his creatures have trample or something? I don't see it on the card. Is it like so small I can't see it vision-wise? Pretty sure I'm going to be at 9 life. Yeah, okay. I guess I understood. The way opponent made his play made me think that there was just something I was missing that I didn't quite understand. But I wanted to keep both Long Tusk Cubs in case he had a blocker I wanted to be able to attack with like 3 things, even though this would kill any blocker that he could produce for 2 mana. That was just odd. Alright, I definitely want a Braze. He showed us a minimum of 3 Gear Hulks. Definitely want Struggles because, you know, they're good. Don't think I want anything else. I think opponent just needed to attack us a bunch that game, and he'd have got us. Oh, you could be fine, I guess. Kind of like mid-range you with a bunch of blockers, you could probably be fine. Kind of want to take the Servants out on the draw. I feel like I want them on the play. The Hellions don't seem particularly good either. Yeah, the Hellions don't seem particularly good either, so I guess I'd rather have these. Skyships fly, and flying's fun, but it didn't really seem like it killed much that he had. I'm fine with this. Doobie doobie doo. Can't keep this one. Did draw both Ronuses though. Have to have a green mana. I'll actually keep this. Actually keep that too. Let's go ahead and play you. Auto yield here. Go snag us a forest. Like how I double check to make sure I can play it because I'm dumb. Might just play his 3/4 here. Nope, he's playing that. That card's pretty good. Oh, Bestiary's pretty nice. Oh, he put it in his graveyard. That's... Putting a Bestiary in his graveyard frightens me beyond words. Go ahead and play the Long Tusk Cub because it's the one that can most likely attack. And playing a 2-drop here gives us an ability to play a removal spell and a Rampager next turn if things work out in that manner. Thanks, JJ. Alright, so that's good for us. Hopefully he attacks. He did not attack, that makes me sad. Doo-da, doo-da. Ah-da-doo-da-day. Guess I'm just gonna play my 3/4? I don't really feel like I want to. Maybe I should have played the 3/4 and the Voltaic Brawler, but I was really wanting to use a removal spell right now while he was tapped out from Blossoming Defense. Appreciate the advertisement, JJ. It might have been better. I think it was probably better just to play both creatures there. Really, really worried about Blossoming Defense, though. Again, jumping all over that because I'm worried about Blossoming Defense, and anytime he taps out, that's what I'm concerned about. Oh no, not Pounce. Pounce is sweet. Definitely didn't expect Pounce. Huh. Hey, Mackie, what's up, man? I think I want to play the Ronas here. If I draw mana, it can actually attack next turn. I probably should have attacked with the Rampager as a bluff because there's no chance I'm blocking. I feel like I should have probably attacked with this guy here. Ooh, a Haste Crocodile. Well, the Haste Crocodile only trades with this now. Unless he has the Blossoming Defense, which I won't play around. I'll just Stone Block if he tries. Nope. No blocky blocky. That is not the land that I want. This isn't going particularly well. My kingdom for a land. Let's see if he wants to trade. Does not want to trade. I guess that's why he discarded the first one. Serving as a conduit. Sure, I'll look at anything. Is it anything like the one our opponent's slapping us with? At least he doesn't get to draw the card. So the opponent has a bunch of attacks now and we can't really even block. Man, Blossoming Defense would blow him out so hard here. I mean, what do you do when you can't draw lands? I'll check it out during the sideboarding of this game, though. Should just be one or two more turns either way. I thought we had a good chance to win this game. But then we got just got blasted. Guess I can look at it now. I'm just dying anyway. Old Growth Dryads. That's an interesting card. I'd be pretty afraid to play Old Growth Dryads versus anything. "24 lands. It's pretty fast. I would definitely be I'd definitely be afraid to play the. I'll pop it up on screen so anybody that's watching the video knows what I'm talking about. That isn't there to click the link. Life Goes On's really sweet. This card impressed me a lot the other day. Where'd the deck list go? There it went. That's definitely a sweet list. Prey upon. The old growth druids really scares me. Am I dead? Haven't done the math or anything. I assume I'm not dead. I assume it's real hard for him to kill me here. I mean, like, I don't think I'm winning this game, but I don't think I'm dead this turn. I think he's got too much value out of this now. So this is a 6. Well, this has a blossoming defense. Something of mine should survive. I like the crocodiles. The Ronuses are sweet. Resilience is a great card. Branch Walker seems like it's underplayed to me. Key to the City is one of the coolest cards in this format. I like the Prey Upon. Like, our opponent's using Pounce, and I think Prey Upon's just better. Don't know how to actually beat our opponent. Hey, have you thought about trying the Rampager? The Rampager seems like it could do a lot of decent work. I think I have to play this one. Gets me a bit of a wall, but probably not good enough. I think that's the card that most lets Glorybringer. Oh, he just pounced one of my little guys. I don't think that kills me either, though. If I'm not dead, I'm still alive. Alright, I guess I'll start with this thing. Gonna be real careful here and just attack with this. If he's got a blossoming defense, that's less damage that he's attacking me with. Nice. Pounce being instant speed's pretty good too, though. I would consider some bounces. The instant speed part of it's pretty nice. That's fair. That's fair. That's all fair points. I am really afraid to ever give my opponent a land, though. Okay, so this probably ends the game unless I can find a way to attack him for lethal. So I think he has to chump block. If he has to chump block, I'm still dead, right? Versus most things, anyway. Is there any way just to win this turn? Oh, no, I'll win this turn easy. I'm just bad at math. Wow, I have a key to the city and a friggin' oasis, and I drew the land. I guess I'd rather give this one. I about missed that, because I'm not a very good player, and I know I didn't have the land the turn before, and I just wasn't thinking. I'm surprised we got that. That is a huge amount of damage, but Enters the battlefield. Each opponent searches for a basic land, plays it tap. Like, isn't almost every deck in the format just going to have a removal spell when you do that? It is 5 points of damage, but feels like you're ramping them, and they're just going to like have a Harness Lightning or a Lightning Strike or something. Like I said, I am super afraid to give my opponent lands. It took me a long time to even get on board that I was willing to play Settled or Wreckage in my Glacial Fortress decks. So that's just kind of a personal bias by me, I guess. It's kind of cool though. I'd like to see it in action. I really like the Crocodile Crossing. I think Crocodile Crossing is a really nice card. Or Crocodile of the Crossing, sorry. I really like the art of it too. Alright, we'll play first, and we're trying to acquire a pity chest. It's one of the better hands we've had tonight. Pretty excited to have this hand while playing for, you know, our favorite pity chest. This hand's actually really good. We got a 1-drop, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. So like any cards that we even draw are just bonus. What's up, Sean? Hope you're having a lovely day. Sean, who beat me in the top 4 of last night's paper draft. Guess we'll get to Forest. What is our opponent playing? What lovely is he going to have? Uh-oh. So deck to Sorare smashed us pretty hard once. Ray's doing well. Other than what I told you Rob said. He has not responded to let me know if that means Nebraskas are also out of play. I'm really hoping that they're not. I'm also hoping our opponent's actually on Teamer and just led with Basic Mountain. I really don't want to play versus Mono Red. I mean, I probably played a Cub. I definitely played a Cub. But if I had a removal spell, I'd played a removal spell before I'd played a Cub or the Attune. Alright. I should have showed him the Forest. I gave him extra information, but I was just kind of randomly clicking one. Yeah, but the Attune... Casting the Attune doesn't matter a whole lot, right? I have a very strong hand. Like, if you're giving the opponent the land, it's like he got the Attune for 3. And he can just work it in on a turn where he's playing like a 3-drop and he has 4 mana or something. I said manner. Manner. And you have 4 manner. I can't talk. People shouldn't allow me to talk. I'm not saying you're wrong. You've played your deck, I've not. I'm just saying, like, those effects have always scared me. Like, I've always considered things... I've even considered, like, Path to Exile overrated. I definitely don't think he can afford to attack me, can he? Wow, he can attack me here? So he's willing to put himself at a minimum of 10, maybe more, depending on what that hits? Wow. I feel like that was... particularly brave of our opponent. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, I have a personal bias against that type of effect. That attack, that was an attack. that was an attack. I'm so articulate when I talk about Magic. Articulate? Articulant? Articulant. Yeah, I think that's the right word. A whole lot of power coming across this table this turn. Our opponent's at 4 and literally can't attack. If I God. I'm just like, I'm literally struggling to speak. As I'm so flabbergasted our opponent actually even attacked last turn. So what do we draw? An Oasis? Alright, well, we'll play an Oasis. We'll cast an Attune. Oh, that sucks. There's no basic lands left in our deck. No basic lands left in our deck at all. Alright, looks like we're going to be casting, bringing in a lot of our removal spells again. As usual, I'm always afraid of these cards versus that type of deck. Like, they scare me beyond belief. Magma Spray seemed good. He showed us Dread Wanderer, and that means he's going to have Scrap Heap Scrounger as well. The Braids are probably fine. He showed us Heart of Kirin, a bunch of little removal spells. This card is also probably similarly fine. I do think Glorybringer's a little bit better versus that strategy than others, but like he played Beaumont, so he's pretty heavy red. Probably. He probably even has Murder Boat. Kind of curious if I want this card. I feel like I want this card. I actually think Servant's less good in this type of match than the other. Maybe I just want all our aggressive stuff. Feel like we're just bigger while being as fast. Maybe I don't want cards like Ronus. Ronus doesn't really do anything without help, does it? There's like a lot of removal spells and a lot of things that attack. I might try the Servants on the play. I'm pretty happy with infinite removal. I think that attack by our opponent was pretty strange. But our hand was great that game. You know, we have 0 removal spells. I don't think I can mulligan it. Our opponent's already mulliganed, and we have a 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, so like we can play on curve. Nope. Cast. Thank you. I think the Hylians having haste and stuff like that are pretty... I actually think Ronus' Last Stand's underplayed. I think that card's pretty decent. Well, opponent mulliganed a bunch. I didn't realize he was down to this many cards already. He doesn't have a removal spell. Ooh, boy. Don't think I would trade this. Hopefully he doesn't have a removal spell. Oh, he did. That's bad for us. We're going to have to draw a removal spell of our own. I don't really think I can block. If I block, it has to be this one, I think. I don't think I can take the damage either. That's actually a good draw. I think I'm just going to attack here. That's fair, but sorry, I'm stuttering. Where we knew we were like curbing out and playing a spell 1 through 5, what if we just didn't draw a land and that come into play tap land stopped us from not being able to play a spell on like turn 4 or 5? I guess we could have always played it on turn 3. Or sorry, turn 4. But we had a 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, and I was afraid that we'd be in a spot to where we didn't get to play on curb if I didn't go ahead and play it at the beginning. The opponent only has 2 cards in hand. And one of them's a land. Yeah, I feel like we've won this game. But maybe we've not. I shouldn't get overconfident. I think it's really hard for him to win now. He did have to mulligan a bunch, though. If we knew we were going to play off curve or something at some point, that's something I would have considered. But like we had a great hand. I feel like he probably will attack us, but who knows? If he draws a land, he can actually kill our Voltaic Brawler. But it takes his entire turn to do so. Feel like when we abrade this Harvester, he's just going to scoop, unless he's got like unnatural stamina or something. Destroy target artifact. I've definitely messed that up before. Feel like he just scoops. Maybe not, though. If he's got a Rune Raider, he gets to draw a card because of how we used it, but I wanted to get rid of his energy in case he drew another. Bantu's Last Reckoning's a good one. It does give us 2 turns with this, though. Two cards. You can't get Scrap Heap back now. That's something to worry about. Well, not worry per se, but something to be mindful of. I think I'm just playing Hazard. So we're out of energy. He has to take 1 point of damage to bring that guy back. And he's only got 1 card in hand, so we don't have to worry about it killing us this turn, but Glorybringer's obviously just, you know, what we really need. Well, really needs probably loose. We don't need anything, do we? Is this 2 card? Oh, and last is Disintegration. Sure, that's good. Alright, I take it back. We apparently do need Glorybringer. Okay. So, attune. Grab us a land. Land plays Rampager, struggle kills blocker, and then he dies. Alright, so we got a pity chest. I feel like we ran pretty bad in both of the games we lost. I don't know if we're a favorite in either of them, but I definitely feel like we ran really badly in them. Also feel like we ran really good versus the teamer deck, so the deck was pretty good. It seemed fine. It seemed like just another one. Why does it say I have 81 new cards? Oh, because it's counting each one of the play points as a new card. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. The deck felt fine. It's just nothing feels as good as Teamer, ever. No worries, bub. I don't actually have my Facebook open at the moment, but I'll check in a second since that was round 5 and we're about done. Just giving a pretty quick little outro. The Rampagers were surprisingly good. The Glorybringers were good. The Hazardous was actually good in this deck. The Hazardous was probably the MVP of the day. and I didn't actually expect Hazoret to be good based on how like big our curve was, where we had like 5 4-drops and 3 5-drops, which was kind of surprising. The Hillians were pretty good. The deck all around felt pretty good in general, but like again, it legitimately just doesn't feel as good as any of the Teamer decks or anything This is a deck I would probably try again. I would kind of like to have a little bit different sideboard. I would like to have a few Planeswalkers somewhere in the 75. Other than that, I don't really have a lot to say about this deck. It just seems fun. Doesn't seem great. But Steve Rubin is currently streaming, and Steve Rubin is definitely getting the host. Rank 2 Masters and Eternal. Oh, that's really sweet, man. Constructed or limited? And is there different rankings for constructed and limited? I have no idea. But yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, and we're going to go ahead and host Steve Rubin, who looks like he's playing a Teamer with the Black Splash. Because like I see a Veraska on the table. I'm probably going to go watch him while I get some food in the belly. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, definitely congratulations, man. That's pretty sweet. It's definitely higher than I've ever been. But take care, everybody. And we're going to hop off here. We'll, of course, be back tomorrow. And I will message you on Facebook, Brian. See you, everyone.